Alright, what we have for sale here is one Tau Battleforce, mostly painted. This is a Battleforce with all the components, all the gun drones, all the units, all the pieces, mostly painted except for the Kroot, and fully magnetized. I spent a lot of time on this, and I've enjoyed it greatly. I didn't think I would do a great job on the paint job for the Kroot, so I just left them unpainted. Now again, the Battleforce, just as a review, comes with one Devilfish, 12 Kroot, a squad of 12 Fire Warriors with 2 accompanying gun drones, a squad of 3 stealth suits and a marker drone, and it comes with a crisis suit and 2 micro drones with all of its accompanying bits as well. This is a great way to start a Tau army. It's roughly, I would say, around 500 points of Tau. A great way to get started. Now here on the Kroot, as I mentioned, these are not primed or painted. They're simply just assembled. I took great care to assemble them carefully and filed off all molding lines and whatnot, had them prepped to be primed, but was still thinking about paint schemes. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with it. Decided to leave them best unpainted and unprimed. For the Fire Warriors, these are painted in a desert type of color scheme. You can see, for example, here's the leader with a pulse carbine. There's a lot of detail that went into these. You can see the bases are in a desert base. He's got a blue head with a commander antenna. He's got the white stripe on his shield. There's also a bonding knife there. But as you can see from the paint job, a lot of detail went into these, especially you can see right there on those thigh pads and in the gun and the face. Painted really well. Here's another one you can see close up, for example. So the 12 pack of Fire Warriors can be one squad. They could fit into the Devilfish, 12, or you can split them into 2 squads of 6. And they have 2 gun drones that go with them. Let me just scan across so you can kind of see these guys. And the gun drones, let me pull this up close. The gun drones are magnetized. They're flying bases. Their flying bases are finished in the same type of desert camo scheme as the rest of the bases. But they're magnetized, so you can just simply pop them off. It's got a rare earth magnet here and rare earth magnet on the bottom. And they're polarized, so you can just swap what bases. It doesn't matter. They're all north-south polarization aligned. You can see some of the detail here on the gun drones as well. Some decals on them. And it's important to note that all the decals on these models have been finished in a matte acrylic medium, which means they're resistant to chipping. It makes them a little tougher and more durable. Let's go over here to the stealth suits. Squad of 3 comes with this weird marker thing. I'm not sure what that's used for. Maybe just an objective or anything. And then it comes with a marker drone, which is also magnetized. The stealth suits have a commander with a commander insignia there, a nice brown color. Their armor, their weapons are magnetized, so if you wanted to take 3 burst cannons you can, or 2 burst cannons and a fusion blaster, you can do that. These just are all magnetized on. Also, they have on their backpacks magnetization point on top, so you can put any other bits that you would like on the top there. That's from the crisis suit, but you get the idea. There for that. So here, let's scan these over here so you can see up close. This is kind of the commander here. He's got oh, excuse me, that's not the commander. This guy is here. The shoulder insignia. He also has a bonding knife here at the bottom. See him up close. In the marker drone here. And onto the crisis suit. Now the crisis suit is attached in kind of a dynamic stance here, jumping. He's attached to a flying base. That's removable. You can just kind of pop him off of that. He also has 4 magnetization points to attach all of his bits here. So for example, if we want to add say a missile pod here, we just snap that onto his arm, just like that. I'd say a burst cannon, snap right on there, maybe put a shield on him, something like that. Perfect. So he attaches on there, and you can see the work done on here. His arms were modified a little bit to get more of an active stance to him, so he didn't look so static just standing. Also put a cool paint scheme on the front. Let's see if we can get that to focus a little better. On the missile pods, kind of a red yellow warning paint symbol there. The Tau Sept insignia across the entire army. Lots of decals as well. I really like the Tau decals. All in all, is a pretty sweet crisis suit. I've been a big fan. He comes also with his 2 magnetized gun drones. But the coolest of them all is the Devilfish. Here, let me make some room real fast. Alright, so this is the Devilfish that comes with the pack. I've hinged the hood here, so you can attach the Fire Warrior Commander guy. Oops. He just pops right in here. He's magnetized as well, so he can just sit in there at the turret, or you can pull him out and close that. The gun drones also, they pop out, or you can just grab these magnetized flying bases, pull them out easily with one hand, which is pretty neat. So you can drop drones during the game. It's got a burst cannon here on the front and a sensory spine. Also on the paint job, you can see there's been I painted on some wear marks there. Took great care to put the real detail. This side you can kind of see some bullets for air ricocheting off the hole. It's in a 3-color desert camo paint scheme, as you can see. The other cool thing is the bottom of the model is painted in kind of a World War II warbird sky diagram, as if you were below it, you know, for additional camouflage. The landing gear here is magnetized. It just snaps in there like that. Then the coolest of all features, these side doors. Let me set the camera down so I can get a better angle for this. These side doors right here are hinged and magnetized, so you can simply open those up, and you can see in there the back door is also magnetized, so that just opens. Get that to focus, there we go. And lastly, this last door opens. So you have 3 doors open and close. The interior of the Devilfish, it's pretty dark in there, but you can see a little bit is painted, and then they simply just snap shut and are magnetized, so that's great. The Devilfish actually includes a lot of magnets. I'm not sure how many I put in there, but quite a few. So it's really detailed. Let me give you a look, maybe just so you can get an idea of the paint job here. It's got these blast marks that I think are pretty great. It's got these decals that are the Tau Sept, the windows, brake lights. Lots of decals on here. I like this series of bullet holes here in the cockpit and the nose that moves around. Anyway, so that's the Devilfish and the Battleforce up for sale. I do ship my models with care. I take care in packing them, and I usually respond fairly quickly to any questions emailed to me, so feel free to email with any questions. I usually ship as well fast after I receive payment, so some lucky individual is going to walk away with this great Tau Battleforce. Great way to get started with the Tau Army. I also have other items included in my army, some additional crisis suits, some hammerhead tanks as well, that are painted in the same paint scheme, that match and are cool, modified, and magnetized as well. You can see those items for sale under my eBay items, and happy bidding. I hope the individual that ends up with this Battleforce has been as happy with it as I have as well.